Hey everybody, AstroNerdBoy here. It is time for episode 27 of our Outer Worlds series.
Better get a bucket, I'm gonna throw up.
Well, I may. You never know. Alright, so when we last left, if memory serves correctly, in episode 26, we had finished, got J is for journal here. So we had finished everything. So, which meant that we have two quests, two DLC quests. One is to go to this landing pad. I think this was the first one that was done, the murder. And then this one, I think, was second. Peril on Gorgon. But I don't think it matters which one you do first. So we have done this. So we have actually technically started this. I suppose we could just do this. We can do them in order. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just do them in order. So we'll do Halcyon Helen. And I guess it's a murder mystery. Don't know anything else about it beyond that. No idea what to expect. Somehow, my head seems different. Not sure why. We've got an inventory. Actually, we're not doing bad. That needs to be repaired. We can do that real quick. Yeah, we got a lot of junk we need to sell off. Let's make a quick repair. Let's break down. No, that was a star. That was a that was a diamond one, but who cares? All right, so we do repairs. All right, so weapons are all geared up. Actually, let's see about transferring. Do I have any mods? Yes. So store. And we may need to take some time and check that. For you guys on YouTube, I won't bore you with the if we do that, I won't bore you with it. All right, so now then we get to go to the new planet.
Captain, we've arrived in Eridanos.
Thank you, girl.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
It does. I thought about... My friend Grisby is playing a game called Subnautica. I thought if... I really do want to play that game. If I play that game, I think I want to play it and actually, like, role-play it rather than talk like I do here. You know? I don't know how I would do in a narration. You know, something like... So I went and pick my companions. Which ones would help me the most? Parvati and Nyoka had recently attended me in our last adventure. Felix is a scrub. Oh man, sorry. So I don't want him with my party. Sam, the robot, well, he's just a robot. I'll let him clean the ship and do whatever. In the meantime, who to take? Decisions. And then it occurred to me. I like Parvati. She's pretty cool. I'll bring her. And, you know, the doctor's pretty sarcastic, so let's bring Ellie. They agreed, and the three of us set out on a new adventure. I don't know if I could do that, but Subnautica felt like a game that I could do something like that. Probably because you're solo. You don't have companions. Hello. It's the Millennium Falcon. That is cool, my friends. All right, well, just doing this got us 22,800 experience points. All right, what? What is this? Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute. Wow, this is actually a pretty big little area. You've got all these floating thingies all over. Welcome. Okay, that doesn't look ominous at all. Like some kind of volcano slash monster tornado. Well, it would if it was swirling, but you know, they just got these background painted clouds kind of just moving. A lot of storms. I kind of want to just kind of look around. So this stuff right here is what's keeping this thing afloat. Hey, it's tricolor smoke. You can't beat it, Cotton. Not even if you try. All right. Sorry, girls. You were in my way. Wow. Pretty impressive. So far, though, nothing out here. But the way these rockets are positioned... So these rocks are all... We're basically flying. That's smoking. That can't be a good thing. Well, maybe it's just exhaust. The tricolor smoke. Alright, what is... Alright, can't go any further down that way. Can't go this way. Sorry, gang. Sublight. Ooh, trash. And a little bit of loot. So I guess exploring, not necessarily all a bad thing. We're moving this way. I actually was getting a little bit motion sick there. Drugs, mag pick, ammo. Always feared when they give you free ammo. It's like ugliness is just around the bend. All right. I gotta say though, this thing though is quite impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at this. Of course, I can't see anybody go anywhere. Where these rockets are going, so we're being pushed that way. What are these, like the slow down, probably? Oh, no. They're pushing that away. I can see back there. All right, almost done looking around. So that's kind of cool, whatever kind of beacon that is. Yeah, this place is pretty big. But I don't see anybody around. That's what's weird. Usually when you come to these places, you always find somebody.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Could we get more jobs like this one?
Well, you may regret that, girl. You may regret that. Ah, okay. First people, and they are coming possibly to greet us. Ah, there we go, some more.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort.
That's exactly right.
Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos.
Okay.
I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed.
Well, we can't
Helen's
have that.
death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
So how did she become so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't?
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
A slug marksman. Ooh. All right. Well. Well, girls, you ready?
I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this. I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Okay.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna take all this stuff. Thanks for letting me have it. I mean, yeah. Let's go around and pick up loot. Well, that is when they let us have some loot. Come on, loot. Yeah. Mostly junk, but hey. Yep, I will happily take the ammunition. What the? Oh, this is one of those cargo dealios. Woo, boy. It's all junk, but still. Glad I logged in, looked in there. I mean, extra loot is extra loot. All right, hotel guest. Yeah, really surprised this isn't considered theft. Well, I can't hear them, so. Regardless, we will just keep taking the loot.
In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
So they're just gonna stand there and bicker. Bicker and argue about who did who. What are we looking at? Ooh, an open container. Wow. Hello. Thank you for your your loot. There's quite a little bit of loot out here. All right, do we want to go in here? It's sealed. Of course it is.
I understand the law.
You passed some stuff back in that container. Ooh, which back here? I always miss stuff. Oh. Well now. Thank you for that. Did I miss something else? Probably. My eyeballs don't work. Very good.
Can't you see my face? There are genuine tears on it right now. Genuine. I've been here so long, it is affecting my psyche. I just want to leave.
I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. If you go up to your room, you'll be able to request a visit from a counseling mechanical.
What do you get if you pay extra? That's what I want to know. All right. Where you at map-wise? All right, so... All right, so there's the ship. Oh, okay. We're just going into this main complex here. Nothing. Man, rich people just leaving their junk all around, but to be fair, so do the poor folk and every other kind of folk in this game.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Thank you, whoever you are.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Sorry, Ellie. I asked. So we got the robot doing some cleaning. Okay, so that is stealing. Very weird. This game is weird. That's not stealing. Holy cow, really? An empty bin with a lock. I'm gonna do it just for the XP. Because it wasn't stealing. What about this? More junk to sell. Still, this place looks a little bit better than Byzantium. Give it that. Oh, this is not giving me a local map. This is only giving me a regional. Alright, so I can't do anything here. My only course is to go forward, Miss Tessmacher. Whoa. The Grand Colonial.
Oh my stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan.
Agent Khan, Agent Khan. Khan! I wish I had that in my soundboard. I would be playing it now for sure. Oh, okay, it's an ad drone. I'm gonna say, what the smeg are you? Alright, well. Gotta say, this place does look pretty cool. You guys gonna talk or are you gonna sit there?
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Oh, yes, I'm so sure. Okay. I'm jumping on the flowers, jumping on the flowers.
I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
Get a hold of yourself. The administrator would never allow someone as dangerous as a dissident here. Eridanos is safe. This is all just a terrible coincidence.
Of course, you are absolutely right. I think the idea of a psychopath wandering among us is just making me nervous.
Well.
Hey, don't you point that thing at me!
That's the first time I've gotten such a reaction, but hey, the psychopath runs amongst you. Oh no, it's a new splash page. We got elevator music. Enter the Grand Colonial. Constable Keene is waiting for you inside the Grand Ballroom. Grand Colonial Hotel. Speak to her at the scene of the murder.
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
We'll do that. I promise you. We will confiscate as many stray bits as possible.
Something on your mind?
Okay. So that just gets us back to the deal. That's...
I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. It feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow. I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but she always lived in the end.
I'm glad I could take you to see Eridanos. How does it all feel?
breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet? Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end.
It really is something.
Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and queen of the sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons were about as wide as the walls of Edgewater.
And look at you now, on top of the world.
Yeah. We've come a long way. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Mr. Sir?
We'll talk later. So I wanted to see what they had to say. Now I know.
Ooh, feels like I'm breathing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, girl, but we need to look at the map here. All right. Well, now. Our destination is there, but of course, you know, we gotta check out all this stuff.
Rich people air.
All right, there's stairs up too.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade. I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
All right, they're not letting me talk to her. Let's see, can I get back? There we go. Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. So this is just, story.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspect. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right. You happen to have my room key?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, I don't yet, but I will, Inspector, sir.
Thank you very much.
You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that, unfortunately, the room's still being cleaned.
Just get all the blood out.
I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom.
Didn't see the grand ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
All right, thank you. What's your computer say? Oh, I need the penthouse key. Your room is not ready yet. Okay, well. Ooh, that is stealing. Shh. All right. Quick save. I think she's far enough away she's not going to notice. Yep. Woohoo! I'm stealing. Oh, what do we got here? The head of a Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penultimate act of whatever. Okay. So, don't really care. Ooh, I heard a drawer. Okay, there it is. What's theirs is mine, and what's mine is mine. Thus saith AstroNerdBoy. Thank you so much for your help. Big, really appreciate it. Alright. None of this luggage is worth a hill of... Ooh, what do we got back here? Wait. Hey, dude, how do I get back there till you see you?
Why, hello there.
Oh, chick.
Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you.
Oh, wonderful.
Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
With a voice like that, I'm surprised it was actually copied. Oh, this game and its choices. I don't recognize your voice, but I'm glad that I could meet you in person. I'll be nice.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
There's a part of me that wishes I had saved before that and done that option just to see what the outcome would be. These games tend to be... now, how shall we say it? Even when you say something that may be rude or mean, ultimately it has no effect, but it's still a funny choice. Let's see. You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy.
Yep.
Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
That must be like a hint. I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norville?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something.
Uh-oh.
A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
Have marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Well, thank you so much for all your information. And au revoir. Alright, now, question is, how do we get back to see her? Looks like there's a stairwell behind back there, so that's how you access her deal. What is this? Is this like a little break room or something, maybe? I guess. Maybe a little storeroom or something, I don't know. Alright. Wait a second. Backtrack. Oh yeah, we did that. Never mind. Memory like a sieve. Oh, this says garden. Does this go outside? Yep, I don't want to go outside. What do we have in here? Ooh. Not stealing. Not stealing at all. Okay. Terminal. Guest complaints. Infernal Racket. So there's tossball people up here. Anyway. All this stuff goes into my lore book in the game, so if I was someone like Oxhorn who could actually read well, I would do it. So there may have been some clues. I don't know. Request manifest, Halcyon Helen. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towel, so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests, but she really does request a lot and frequently. So that suggests that she has a bunch of people in her room, or whoever is masquerading as her does. She may be faking her own death. I mean, that's kind of the plot of some of these murder mysteries sometimes, is who done it. Hey, we're faking our own death. Listen to this. For lunch, she ordered 6 borscht and bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liquors, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup canned. I wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff says every time they've gone up, there's been no sign of what she ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all that she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. Well, there also is in the main quest, food is not being, you know, as nutritionally satisfying, so people would want to eat more, but it would not do them much good. So Spencer Woolrich, all right, there's that. Holcomb's request. I've noticed he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, blah, blah, blah. Typically, tossball players go through enough of that filth like no one else. Maybe Halcom's trying to prove something to Helen, whatever it is. I don't think it's going to work. All right. Not sure how useful any of that will be. The Helen stuff, I think, was the most useful. But, anyway. All right. So, we've done this. So, we need to go to the other side. So, that would be this room right there. And, see what we can see over there. I don't want to go outside. Well, we can go across and check this right here real quick. Just see what kind of loot there is. Swing back, and then we'll head... Well, actually, we could head over here and stuff. Alright, so let's go straight across.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home.
Thank you.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean Spencer Woolrich will get all her roles?
I certainly hope not. That man doesn't even act as well as I do.
Oh, refreshments. It's vending machines. Or Spacer's Choice. Ah, no Spacer's Choice here. We don't go for the cheap stuff. Sell junk. Oh, it was. Never mind. Never mind. I couldn't read. That's to the pool. Okay. So this is the elevator, and we want to go around. And there's the gawking fools.
Black hole Birdie's disappeared, you know. The poor fellow must be inconsolable.
So, how long have you people been standing here? Wait, is that the body? How long has the body been here?
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
All of you people claim that.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable King, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aether Wave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
I'm suspicious.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods.
Well, I might have stolen it from you.
My discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Looks like a scope modified with a computing device.
I work with the materials to which I have access. Halcyon has no shortage of rifles. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Discrepancy Amplifier. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientist mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the Discrepancy Amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Be sure to equip the Discrepancy Amplifier in a weapon slot before you continue your hunt for Helen's killer. All right, so the one weapon I'm not using is the sawed-off shotgun. Hand on the pump. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. That was what I wanted to do. All right. So we'll put that there. That's the assault rifle, plasma, and that's my beautiful, beautiful sniper rifle. Beautiful, beautiful. Scanning Eridanos for evidence. To catch Helen's killer, you'll need to use the Discrepancy Amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the Interact button to analyze it. Interesting. All right.
Put that away! You're making me nervous!
This is the amplifier. Oops, I saw E.
The Discrepancy Amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
I see you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The Discrepancy Amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the Discrepancy Amplifier. The Discrepancy Amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
I'd rather have Ada, but nevertheless, let's get going. Tell me about this discrepancy you found, Detective Conan.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
What's the unreleased Rizzo's product?
Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
Make a note of this for later, Amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. So back over there is the weirdness. Well, it says it's got 15 of something, so it must use some sort of deal.
Nice.
I'm taking her cartridges because, you know, I deserve to get paid.
I know you're eager to tell me what you found, but I'm waiting for the grand reveal. The moment when you discover some critical piece of evidence.
Actually, I wanted a word.
I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
Tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
Our leading lady must have riled up someone. Her wounds from cranium to metatarsal are as follows. A blow to the head, severe enough to lacerate the flesh. Followed by a suite of plasma burns down the neck and back, signs of poisoning, evidence of inanition and desiccation, possible signs of jaundice, some shingles, one malformed toenail.
I'm glad I brought Ellie with me because she gives me higher medical. Let's stick to the most likely cause of death.
That's good advice. I'll just strike out malformed toenail as a possible cause of death. The short version is this. Helen was killed by poison, a blow to the head, and a plasma weapon. Possibly more.
I'll bear that in mind. There was one other thing.
I am, of course, at your service.
Let's talk about you and your ultra mask face.
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
Most people seem to think highly of Byzantium.
It's not necessarily that I dislike it, just that I think the day in, day out flow of luxury gets old. Leisure's worth its salt, of course. But sometimes you need to get a little corpse blood on your hands to remember why life's worth living.
Sounds like you enjoy being a coroner.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Speaking of inventions, I'm curious about this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
What made you invent the amplifier?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must
that
brutally
sucks.
maul
I don't
each
have high
other.
medical.
I feel the need to create.
The amplifier's design is oddly bulky in places, like it's protecting something within.
You're smarter than I look. Guess there's no shame in telling you exactly what it is you're using, seeing how you're so curious. As it so happened, my husband was mortally wounded in a marauder raid about a year ago. Wasn't going to live more than a few hours. I happened to have an excess of preservative fluids, a scanning device in need of a central processor, and a sudden burst of inspiration. A tragedy doesn't mean you can't be proactive.
If your husband's brain is in the amplifier, I'm surprised you'd give it to me.
Technically, it wasn't his whole brain, just a small cross-section, enough to operate the amplifier. But giving the amplifier to you is better than letting it rot in a closet somewhere. Besides, my husband was the prior constable. He would have wanted his brain used for the pursuit of justice.
What happens if I break it or lose it or something?
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply.
The amplifier seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me with it?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
Yeah, but why not just use it yourself?
I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
And you want to be known as the inventor who helped solve Helen's murder.
You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector? I can see why the constable recommended hiring you. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
All right, let's see what else I got to ask.
You sure you don't want to know anything else?
Let's...
all right. We can change the subject.
Well, let's see what else you have to say about this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear.
So
Ask away.
We've already asked.
You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right. We can change the subject.
Let's just see what else she has to say.
Why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Yes.
Okay. That's all she had to say.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
I'm seeing some purpleberry in the dirt. Amplifier? Analysis?
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonial.
So Helen must have been at the orchard before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Thank you for the Spectrum Brown. What's back here? No, don't want to leave. Map. Aroni. Oh, we didn't go over there, did we? Where are you? Ah, it said locked door. It's locked, Jim.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Why is everybody staring?
Don't you point
Didn't
at
nobody
me.
teach them to respect the dead? Oh gosh, is that Miss Helen? Can we see?
Was that Pravati? I wasn't even paying attention because I'm so busy harassing the guest. I think this... Okay. So we need to... Doesn't look like there's anything weird. We have to look for those weird, like, you know, hey, come over here kind of a thingies. Oh, the guy's gone.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Want to check, make sure my room is ready.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector.
Excellent.
The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
I promise I won't say anything. So, is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel.
Of course.
You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
I've got a big gun, so I'm not really worried about them, but thanks for the warning. That aside, no one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in the entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Oh, bummer. All right, that's enough about the hotel, I guess.
If you're sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I may have to pickpocket you, though, later. Just giving you a heads up. That aside, you've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
Of course.
About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
I heard that Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
So about Helen's co-star Woolrich. Do you have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Well, that's enough gossip for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'd say too bad. Let's see. Since she's hitting on me, I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony, one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Well, thank you very much, my lady. Let me inspect you.
Put that away. You're making me nervous.
Yeah? What do you got to hide? Got anything to hide, Ellie? Exit! There's nothing here. I just like pointing this at people. Alright, so the old journal says, speak with the administrator in my suite.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah, here we go. All right.
An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
Anything else you want to tell me? I kind of like that. It at least gives you kind of a warning, so you don't have to just kind of keep going around and looking. Although I like going around and looking. What? How did I miss that before? Because I'm dumb. All right, come on, my ladies. All right, so they still all, yep. They're still all yammering around.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day.
Oh, yes.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
How interesting. And we got Fuzzy Wuzzy Maps. Come on, load. Oh, wow. So my suite gets its own dealio. Oh, everyone's in here. How interesting. So Sam's manning the bar. How interesting. The whole crew's here. Actually, I like that. From a roleplay perspective, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky. There is such a thing as too clean. We ought to break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little. You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
Nah, I don't think they did
I
check.
do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Yeah, I hear you.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky.
The number of cigarettes indicate that the smoker's lifespan has been shortened by 11.2 years. All right, so this is some kind of flyer. What else we got here? Girlfriend, you're in the way. There are a lot of cigarettes, aren't there? And whose clothing is this? That's what I want to know.
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam Unit murder the competition. Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
I was not aware of that, Sam.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
Okay, I see.
Pigsty, slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered.
Well, order them.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
There's no room service, right? Just asking.
Well, there should be. We're in a penthouse suite, girl.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
Don't worry about it. It's all free. Grease it up.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
Nope, I agree. I wish Ada was in this unit here.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada? There's no room service, right? Just asking.
All right, so we've heard from you. Holy cow.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Yeah, they weren't wrong.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Yeah, there are a lot of cigarettes in here, weren't there? Still not convinced that the body outside may not have been just, not really hers. All right, messages from the administrator to Helen. Thank you for choosing this complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are aligning yourself with a blah, 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 blah. We're going to change the world together. The productivity queen. Track down the profit of whatever. I don't understand why you and I must be enemies, Helen. Are we not both branches of the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performance, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry. And, as I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditors soon. Kincaid. Ooh. We may need... Ooh. No, my hack is too low. I was going to say, even with... What's his face here? Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. Enjoyed all your roles across the years, blah, blah, blah. Ludovico doesn't appreciate serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. But I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead on the plot. Guest advisories. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge is non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that recurs off the hotel deals. So let me... Alright. Character... Ooh, I can level up. I don't know when that happened. I don't know when that happened. Bonus support hack. Well, even if I gave myself 10, that would only put me at 80. Well, almost think that I have to. Perks. Perks. Well, I'm not gonna bore you guys on YouTube with this, so hold on. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna do this boom headshot perk because it does explosive damage, so that should be quite cool. And all right, so well, for some reason it says it does 5 damage. I'm very curious about that. Let's see. I just want to see if I can get some additional hack skills. Let me check through my inventory. Okay, so we got hack +7 and hack +5. This is why I keep this stuff in the old inventory. Messages, now we got the hack. Recovered deleted messages. Decryption error, message corrupted, of course not. Someone knows the truth, please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. From unknown client, subject not found. All right. So now we need to get back to our normal attire. All right, so we got our old gear on, our old beaten up, rough, shod, crappy looking gear. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I want to complain to the staff. Like, seriously, this is supposed to be my bed. I want clean sheets. Get all this crap out of here. Alright, we'll go down there in a bit. We'll talk to that smeghead in a bit. What do we got here? Some kind of meeting room. Alright, what kind of helmet did we just pick up? Perception 1. Highlight range. Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. Ooh. Actually, I might like that for myself. I might. Well, that's a 52 though. It gives me a lot of extra armor. I lose a lot of armor, but I would pick up some interesting skill bonuses. I think I'll take the skill bonuses for now. I may change my mind later, but for now, we'll go with this. All right. It's on the wall here. Nothing of interest in this room.
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time?
I think they live a little worse. This place looks a lot better than Byzantium.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, bud.
So this is what a clean room smells like.
Well, if you cleaned your own room on the ship, you wouldn't have this problem now, would you?
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time?
Okay, so this is the cliched little deals. Wait a minute, that's looks like someone we've talked to before. Unless that's the chick over here. Examine the board more closely. The board is close. The board is covered with a loose collection of photography and papers. Oh, okay, so it wasn't done by me, maybe. Blank notebook lies open beside a stack of clean papers. Look like someone intended to write something but never got started. All right, that's it. What? That was it? All right, everything is the same, so. Rubbish! Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. What about you? Well, how nice of them to have a workbench in my suite. But you know, if I was a rich dude and could pay for a suite like this, you know, someone else is doing my repair work. I'm not having a repair deal in my room, but you know. But this being a game, you weren't lying about all the cigarettes. My goodness, that one even looks like it's still active. The only thing missing is I need a vending machine in my room so I can like sell this stuff back to. Alright, so this is supposed to be what? Kitchen? Yeah. Supposed to be. Admittedly, the most luxurious kitchen, complete with cast iron frying pans. How lovely. So this is just the dining room then. And again, still, why would you have that in the dining room? All right. Hey, aren't we missing somebody? Oh, it must be down here. Let's go down here. Ah, there you are, Vic. What are you looking at? Because I don't see anything worth looking at.
The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening.
Well,
the opulence of this place is stifling.
Nah.
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol. Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Yeah, if you say so. All right. Speaking of, you know, I gotta say, as a suite goes, as a penthouse suite, I don't know. Oh wait, you know what? Did we go in here? We did not. Oh, it's the luxury bathroom. Complete with the luxury Skin Tough salve. And a luxury necklace. And the earrings. And whatever that was. And whatever that is. And of course, weapons part. Essential part of any luxury shower. And as luxury showers go, you know, I do love my toilet in the shower room, you know. So if I'm sitting here taking a dump, and my partner comes in and starts taking a shower, you know, you get that nice spray effect, and you get the nice stench effect, all combined in one. So yeah, it's quite lovely. Yeah. Oh, cracked floors. Okay. I think you got some foundation problems here. Good gravy. What is this? This place is falling apart. This place is dangerous. I don't think I want to be in this bathroom anymore. Any other cracks in the floor? I mean, you know. Ooh, I can sleep in the bed. You know what? I'm going to sleep for 8 hours. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Don't attack me in my sleep. But the pillows smelt funky. Extreme says, since it's marble, I think it's supposed to be part of the aesthetic. Well, maybe, but it actually looks like someone tried to punch their way through, and I don't know what this crack is about, but I'm seeing this and I'm thinking, whoops, this is gonna be expensive. Did I look at this terminal? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's the one that we had to hack. That's right. All right. Nothing else here. Messy room. We slept in the nasty bed. All right, girlfriend. I'm going to go talk on the tube. You just keep chilling and admiring the scene here. Could you get Sam to clean this up? I mean, my goodness, clothes everywhere. It's like disgusting. It's filthy McNasty. What is this?
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Yeah. So, I still don't know why you hired me. I'm usually causing murders, not solving them.
I will be plain with you. I prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security. But Cedric owns the land complexes, so we have a jurisdiction problem. Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right now, you're the best chance we have at resolving this incident and getting on with our affairs.
Relax. I've been solving problems for two idiots who don't get along since Emerald Vale.
I see. Well, I appreciate your candor. Yes, let's go with that. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end.
Well, I appreciate it.
There is one caveat.
Okay.
Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks his doors the moment an investigator arrives? That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
All right, thank you much. So I guess I can contact him anytime. So, I suppose that while we're here, this is our base, since the whole crew is here. So we got journal. It says, head to the Purpleberry Orchards. Ah, so we get to see the infamous purple berries. How are they created? Yay. Oh, it's sealed. Uh-huh. We're going to have to figure out a way to get to this in
Hi
wrong.
there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
Did I ask you to talk to me? Just shut up and do your job. Sorry, man. Okay, these options. I was hoping for an option talking about how filthy the room is. It was fine. I don't feel too strongly about it.
That's completely fine, Inspector. Hopefully you'll warm up to it. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
Let's go to the VIP guest floor and get someone to clean up this filth, why don't you?
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
See how this works. Alright, fine, the lobby.
To the lobby we go.
Alright, we'll take, her. I do like her. It's a murder mystery, medical, that'll help. Yeah, let's just go with those two. Oh, man. Stupid sinuses. All right. All right. I gotta check something. All right. Oh, it does fire. What does the firing do?
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere.
Except a clean room.
Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You
True.
ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat.
Did you know the victim?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans.
I see.
Even started an association of like-minded individuals.
Mm-hmm.
I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode.
There are other celebrities, right?
Sorry, friend, but I guess you don't get it. Helen was special, had a certain quality about her, like she would really go out and fight injustice. You look at Woolrich, and no disrespect to the man, but you just don't get the same feeling. He reminds me more of a vacuum suit without nobody in it. Don't tell him I said that. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
Well, from what I've heard, your affection for Helen was somewhat extreme.
I suppose you could call it that, but that don't mean I poked around her room or nothing while she was out. That'd be a huge breach of hotel policy. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried probably would have been found, beaten senseless, then hurled into the hallway, followed by the contents of a garbage bin. Probably, that is. It'd probably happen, but it didn't. I'm just theorizing.
Sure you are. I'm curious about you. How'd you become a bellhop?
Notice my battle-hardened physique, have you? Used to be in a mighty mean line of work. Been shot at 35 times.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I've been near people who were shot at 35 times.
Aha.
But to be honest, I never really enjoyed it, you know? It's one thing to tightrope walk between life and death every day, but for just a handful of bits? Nah. When this position came up, I jumped on it and made a lateral move from sublight to slug.
I see.
Ain't ever looked back.
I thought Slug and Sublight didn't engage much. How'd you move from one to the other?
Well, Slug is something like an offshoot of Sublight. It ain't too difficult to pivot from one part of the same company to another. Disconnects or no. That said, my departure may have been somewhat hasty.
Did something bad and had to make tracks, eh? I know the feeling.
I mean, yes, but I still earned Sublight a hell of a lot of bits. Basically, I singled out a ship to salvage that I thought had been out for use for years. As it turns out, it belonged to a wealthy Byzantine who used it only to vacation. As it so happened, I still don't think she tried to use it, too satisfied with the luxuries of Byzantium. Still, I figured it was a good time to turn tail, in case that ever changed.
Guy in good stories, sure you've seen a lot of people coming and going.
Stories? Huh. Actually, I think I got a couple now that you mention it. There used to be a whole toss ball court on one of the planetoids, but they ripped it out. Bench clears are a tad too lethal when there's an endless drop on every side.
Uh-huh. Alright, so let's talk about Slug and Sublight. How different is working with Slug from working within Sublight?
Well, Slug is more trustworthy for one thing, where Sublight is all about back alleys and backstabbing. Slug can be trusted not to salvage your ship when you turn your head.
Back to my other questions. So, mind if I ask you a few questions about the crime scene?
Please do.
You want to give me more details on how you came across the body?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
Did you kill Helen? You can tell me if you did. It'll be our secret.
What? No. Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day.
All right. Had to ask, you understand. Any idea why Helen would have been in the ballroom after hours?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Uh-huh. All right, well, more questions.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Did you see Helen on the day of her death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing?
Of course.
No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
Uh-huh. Well, I think we both know you're itching to gossip.
Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
Interesting. What's the deal with the profit of profitability? She a guest?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
Why didn't Helen and the prophet get along?
Or as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the prophet was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more.
Okay, well, isn't that interesting? But that does jive with some other information I have. So let's see what else we can ask you.
I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
Well, you're doing mighty fine there, son. Got any ideas about who might have wanted to do Helen in?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
No, I bet they do, but Since you got nothing else to say, I'll let you get back to doing whatever it is you do.
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
Oh, I am tough. I am tough. You don't like it? Tough. Shouldn't this be a fountain? I mean, you know, just saying, looks like it should be a fountain. Should be water coming down here, water and this down here. Just saying. Well, now, well, now. I need to go out that door. Which is that door right there. So we'll do a quick save. And we will see what we can see on the outside. While, at the same time, I keep an eye on some stuff at work. All right. What do you think, Ellie?
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Yeah, probably. Oh, come on, girl. Where are you?
I always wanted to see Eridanos. Sky above, sky below, horizons without end. Thanks for bringing me along, Captain.
Oh, anything for you, Pravati. You're the sweetest little thing that there is. All right. We are outside in the haze. Oh, so it's going to make us go all the way over there. Wow. Well, now, well, now. So that's the landing pad. That's where our ship was at. Okay, nothing special there. So I guess we need to run around this side of the building. What do we have here? Ah, some observation deck. I see. Well, we gotta go back here anyway, so there's probably another way down. Interesting. Hello.
No, I ain't. What the hell? Yes, I am supposed to be here. No, I don't think the waiter is coming back with our drinks. It might be my fault. Sorry.
Put that away. You're making me nervous.
That scanner with a firing ability. I honestly do not know what that thing does. Ooh, what do we got? Ooh, yes, thank you. Hello. Oh, you're just two randos. Wanna talk? Hey, he was looking at your breast. I just want you to know. Okay. Well, this is where we go down. Alright, there's the security. Alright, and the roads that we've come so lovingly to know. Ooh, what is this? There's a gardener. This looks like a landing pad. What's your deal?
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Okay, I'll wait and see. Can I steal your stuff? Because I really want to. Yeah, I just stole your stuff. I needed some more ammo. Ooh, what do we got here? I'm stealing all kinds of stuff. Me and my big Skinner gun. Ooh, what do we got over here? We can sell some of this junk.
I don't remember that jingle. Alright, well. Alright, I think we've had our fun over here. There's the gardener. Alright, let's see. We gotta go up this way. What are you fools?
I hope the murderer is caught soon. This lockdown is truly hampering my schedule for the week.
Agreed. I was supposed to go back to the Sandium today to play cards with the vice CEO of Hammersmith. And what about you?
Oh, I was too. But it wasn't the vice CEO, it was the president of the company.
Really? What's her name?
If you don't know, then maybe you should try to be a little more cultured.
Because it was a him.
Don't you point that thing at me!
This looks like one of the Hobbs twins.
Coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Fergus. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
All right, what do you guys say,
Where to
woman?
the architect, Matthias. If you've lost your rifle's ionization, coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
You okay? You sound a little tightly wound.
Tightly wound? Tightly wound?
Yeah!
Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my comm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat fucking subordinates can bother me.
Yeah.
On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up.
I see.
You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate.
Mm-hmm.
And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
A missing person? Well, you know, I'm an inspector. And as an inspector, I could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
A few days? Why'd you wait till now to search for him, you dumb broad?
It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the
Was it
discipline
Steve
and
Wallace?
paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
Well, he's probably dead, but I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type.
Mm-hmm.
He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
All right, thank you much. So, J is for journal. We got side quest. Ooh, and we got another part of the main quest, too. But we're going to stick to this, I think, for now. For now. Got anything to hide, woman? Apparently not. What we got here? Weirdo vending machines. But I'm doing good on space for now. I always know where to come. If I need to. Oh, what do we got in here? Oh, it's stealing. Empty bin. F5. Let's see how good I am. Didn't even suspect a thing. I'm good. What we got in here, man? Don't care about that. Nah, that's trash. Alright. The ammo was sort of worth stealing since your back was turned up, but the rest of it is rubbish. Ooh, what do we got out here to steal? Who's looking? Oh, wait, it's not stealing. Ah, I see they're donating that to my cause. Anything cool going on over here? Negatory. Alright, well, the big bridge awaits. Woo! Look at that. Going off the edge. Pretty wild. Good thing the bridge stays fairly secure. I'd hate to fall from this thing. It's creaking awful loud though. I didn't think I'm gonna pick up the pace. I don't want to walk on this thing. I don't like big bridges like this. On what's apparently a gas giant. Alright. So now we're over here with suspicious crates with holes in them. Nice. That usually means livestock of some sort. Alright, that goes up. Hello.
Easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As some folks would say. Ooh, what do we got here? You know? Let's climb down. Down, Miss Tessmacher, down. Oh, looky over there. And there's also a thingy. It's eating something. Ooh. Bye.
Come out!
Ooh, a bandit. Right in the gut. That'll learn you. So, we are entering bandit territory. How lovely. Thank you for your donations. I don't really want your purple berry wine, but I'm going to take it anyway. Ooh, we got it there. Okay, it's not what I thought it was.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah, so... I hear Beastie Boys. Wait, there's enemies possibly up on the roof there.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of Jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration.
You think?
Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
I see. Search his pockets. You find 3 bits and a half-eaten Rizzo's Purpleberry Crunch.
At least he gave his life for a worthy cause.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. Alright, let's do a quick save. Now that we know bandits are in the area. This must be their ship. It's a shame we can't go on any of these other ships. Ooh, someone's coming. Bye. Oh! Someone killed my Candid! Or whatever it's called.
Who goes?
Headshot. That's who goes. Whoa! Hacking skill too low. Well, I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. All right. Characters, skills, where we at? Ooh. Okay. No, I'm not going to be able to because I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would put me at 82. Now, I'd need Vic on this. I'd need Vic. He'd give me the... I think he gives me a bonus to hacking. Bummer! So, how did all these bloody marauders get on here? It's like some luxury...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It may be in the building. It's got to be in the building. Yeah, yep. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, this is weird. It's all fired up.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Law. He's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Well, okay, what are we supposed to be finding in here besides some tasty loot? I don't know. Seems weird, though. I mean, the thing was going all nutso. But there's nothing in here. Maybe on the back side? Nope. Alright. Oh, there. Wow. Wait a minute, that's weird.
Timeline discrepancy detected near. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Alright. Lots of stuff here. Including some rubbish.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, it's up on the roof. Up on the roof. Alright, well, Oh, we can't get up there. Let's see. Oh, we can do this.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
Alright, well, that's not very helpful. Thing is, there's loot up there. That's one thing we did discover, though. Question is, how the bloody heck do we get up there? Uh-huh. Hello. Uh-huh. Well now. Aha. I don't want to fall the way off. Stop it. There we go. Let's do a quick save. Aha. Hello. Woo, almost fell off. Quick save. Hello, do you got anything? Alright, you got a crappy weapon. But I'll take your ammo. Thank you for your donation.
What's that noise?
Your death. In the butt. Oh yeah. Alright, we gotta figure out a way to get up there too. There's another crack. What's that noise? What's that noise? It's your worst nightmare. Let me do a quick save. I wonder what happens if you... I guess if you jumped off, you would just fall to your death. Ooh, this is new.
Easy.
That's a new piece of gear. Woo! Alright, how... Oh, there's a... Okay, there's a path up over there. Alright, we're gonna go up and smoke out some varmints. Dead sprat. It says there's red this way. Woo! It's making me get vertigo. Well, that's the dude I nailed. Goodbye. Thanks you for your contributions. We got a desiccated sprat. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. That was something. That was something. I don't think there's anyone up here. Another vending machine discovered. And we're gonna sell junk. I think we're gonna sell some more stuff. Alright, so we've cleared up the inventory. Or at least fairly significantly. That's where we need to go back to. I hear something sniffing. Need to go down.
Not a peep for me.
While we're doing that, we're going to reload. Ooh, there's loot. Lots of loot. Uh-huh. All right. I think he was the only one, so I'm going to stand up. Alright, got anything for me? Yeah, your tail. Don't kill yourselves. I mean, there's a toolbox there, girl, if you want to steal it. Be my guest. Ooh, getting close to the edge. Aha! What we got here? More loot. What? You're not gonna give me some kind of information that I already have? Ooh, what we got back here? A bin that's empty is not a good bin. Alright, so we've already been there, so let's keep going. No. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, what do we got here?
Security Officer Danvers, nightly report number 27. No sign of trouble, but I'm on the lookout. It's out there, I'll find it. Wait, I think I see someone. Approaching now. Excuse me, sir or madam. I require your participation in my nightly security report.
You sure there's nothing to report here, there? I guess not. We'll take his gun and his gun. And we'll look out over here where its smoking has just begun. Woo! It's only a game, but I get all like, woo! We get close to the edge like that. Alright. Well now. What, pray tell, do we have here? How interesting. I want these lights in my ship. I want someone to steal these light things. They seem like some kind of water. Some kind of liquid, I should say.
Nicely done.
Thank you, girl. Alrighty then. Ooh, there's some lootish. Hello, what we got hiding back here? Just a little bit of heavy ammo. Fish sticks. Don't want fish sticks. Don't want your salt tuna either. We're gonna be selling that rubbish. Alright. Well, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Kind of interesting. I mean, it's a makeshift kind of a deal, but... Alright, heavy ammo. We'll always take the heavy ammo. Do another quick save. There's some loot down at the edge here. Woohoo! That looks like the swimming pool. But I could be wrong. Alright. Let's get away from this ledge. Let's see. I don't think... Yeah, let's just go around here. Just making sure. Let's jet around. Well, it looks like it came from over here. I can't remember where I've been, where I haven't. If I was, I missed this. Retro rockets. Punch. Okay, we got an empty bin. Ooh, there's a ladder. There be a ladder. Anything hidden back here in the corner? No. Probably nothing up here. This is probably where we've already been. Look, yep. We're gonna come down. Alright, before I get too nauseous. Oh, ma'am. This is the one we need to hack, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. We must have picked up something I didn't realize. Either that or whatever. Maintenance logs. So they're losing coolant, so maybe someone's stealing it. Sounds like you got guests wandering the premises at night. Explains all the empty bottles and cigarette stubs. Problem is, they tend to wander off the side in the dark. Then the hotel management has to run circles trying to get payment for the days the guest is delinquent. I'll assign Security Officer Danvers to patrol the complex after dark. He'll probably insist on giving you nightly reports. He's watched a few too many serials. Easiest thing is just to toss them over the edge when he's not looking. So you pass them up the chain for processing. Well now. J is for journal. Let's see. So we still gotta go to this room over here. But we're technically still doing this, so. Actually, just for fun, let's just see where this is at. Map. Okay, that's back over there. Toggle inactive quest. Where are we at? Okay, I think we're right here. So we need to go. We need to go back this way. Because that's what we were working on, so. If I look at this, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's where we need to go. Come on, girls. Back down the bridge. Ooh. Rolling. The bridge just keeps on rolling. Any enemies? Doesn't appear to be any, so. And we found something. Overseeing somebody. Ooh, this is how interesting.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
The Nut Hut, eh?
Whoa, it's Rizzo's!
What the heck?
Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I don't know if whatever that is catching, but let's keep our distance.
Yeah.
I sure am. Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
What in law's name is on your neck?
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Don't move. I'll try to cut it off you.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you!
This is creepier.
Gosh,
creepy.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Okay, that's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
So where'd you find this little passenger?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
I want to ask her if it hurts. It sounds nasty. Extreme says she needs a bullet in the head. Oh, man. Yeah, I think she's going to be dead. This is clearly a parasite. All right, fine. That's great. Let's change topics.
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio-guided as a special bonus feature.
Well, I might be interested, but I'm still worried about that thing in your neck.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject.
It's so creepy.
Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
Rizzo's really pushes the hard sell, eh?
Huh? Oh, no. Rizzo's doesn't make me recommend the tour. Helping customers just makes me even happier than I already am. And that's saying a lot. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
If that's happiness, it's chemical happiness.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. There's really nothing better than feeling a euphoric sense of happiness and self-contentment.
It's so freaky.
Now, I'd be pleased as punch to sell you a tour ticket.
Extreme says, she scared me, make her go away. What are my options?
We have 3 tour options. Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
Okay, I'll take a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
I'll take the golden ticket, of course, because I'm rich.
You're in luck. We have 1 left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
I'll take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just 1. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
No, I don't think he's gonna wanna do anything with you with that thing in your neck. You do know that Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws.
All right, let's see
I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Oh, God. Show me what you have for sale, freaky woman. Freaky. She's super freaky, yeah. Alright, we got some junk. We'll push on her. That's for your worm.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing, too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Man, that is just too freaky. There's the door to get in.
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
I wish there was an option so she could, like, talk maybe just a little bit more about that freaky thing. But we'll take these mag picks.
Here we have the Rizzo's Purpleberry Nut Hut trademark. All manner of cool drinks and sweet treats are available at nominal cost to slake your thirst and satiate your hunger. These include, but are not limited to, Rizzo's Nanner Spank Fresh, spanks even harder, Rizzo's Ground Up, Pound Up fruit drinks made with mostly berries and twigs, and Rizzo's Mini Purpleberry Sweet Balls. We hope your visit here will stifle any unlawful urges to pick fruit in the orchards.
Aha, so I'll be picking fruit in the orchard, eh? Alright. Well, let's go to the... over here.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations. Please don't point that at me. And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
Well, I'm more freaked out about the chick across the way with the worm in her neck, but... I'm here to investigate a murder. Go on about your business.
I see. Just a visitor, then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some... trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
I overheard you mention sabotage.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble.
Yep.
But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Yeah.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
What sort of sabotage has there been?
Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them.
I can handle them.
We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I'd guess.
Worms.
And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
Well, that does sound suspicious.
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
You mentioned an increase in worker accidents.
It's the strangest thing. Like everyone forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. That's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. But I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a wasp-keto hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased.
Yep. Worms, yes. Alright, well, I can figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Alright. Just talk to you.
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
What seems to be your problem with overseeing the smeghead over there?
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Yes, I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
Any truth to his accusations about sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
Are you sure? You sound like a bit of an extortionist.
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board.
Okay.
Regardless, Slug's protection service has ensured that Rizzo's has had zero problems with its shipments at the docks. And all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Well, you know what? I'm a rich guy. I got plenty of wealth. So, you know what? I'm going to do that guy a favor so that he owes me, and maybe I can pay what he owes.
You're weird. Generous, but weird. The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you also happen to own an orchard, I don't think you can clear this guy.
All right, well, I tried. Let's talk about something else.
I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile.
Yeah.
What can Slug do for you?
I'd like to ask a little more about you.
You're welcome to. I don't have any secrets.
Do you do anything other than make sure Slug's business partners pay on time?
Certainly. When I'm not out on a job, they usually stick me in the Slug mess hall. I may be a service collector, but that doesn't mean I can't make a damn fine tripicale pie.
You see any sign of Halcyon Helen lately?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
Yeah, shame.
I could never get past her hair. No one having that many gunfights could have hair that perfect.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
Let's see, do you have any other options?
You're welcome to.
Yeah.
I don't have any secrets.
Anything you could tell me about the orchards?
Nothing that you couldn't observe yourself. I try not to spend much time here. Hate the outdoors. If you haven't already noticed, these orchards are more of a wreck than even some of the cities on Monarch. Mismanagement, I suspect.
All right, so enough. What else do you got to say?
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
Nah, I don't get
I
scared
think it's
easily.
more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
But I haven't gone
How's
out
the
yet.
investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I'm still looking.
Well, at the moment, I can't do a whole lot with this vulture hanging over my shoulder. So I suppose you may as well take your time.
Really now? I consider myself more of a watch canid, here to make sure you don't try to run off without paying us.
There's something else you need to know?
Yeah, any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I've got a feeling someone poisoned them somehow.
What happened in the exterminator automech depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on waspitos, and waspitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just something to keep in mind.
Something in particular to look out for in the processing control room.
The tower processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
All right. Well, now. Well, I don't want your Borston beans. What you got in here in your bedroom? I will be stealing from your stuff. Thanks for your contribution. We got in the toilet. All right. That's interesting. Well, there's...
Did you know a third of Halcyonites are allergic to trees? Most spend their whole lives in ships or in their town's walls.
That's a very interesting factoid there, Ellie. Thank you for spreading it. Ooh, something new.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short, and the imprint in the dirt is deep, as if determined. It would appear Helen was in a hurry. The tracks hesitate, partially turning in a spot as if Helen paused to look behind her. She may have feared she was being followed.
Anything interesting?
Helen was in a hurry and she thought she was being followed.
That's real good work, Captain. You think the killer was chasing Miss Helen through the orchards?
There's something else over there, but... Let's see. Caution, pollination swarms in use in the area.
Well, hell's
Oh,
sweet
nice.
hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but let's keep our distance.
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Got a tour ticket already, but tell me about the orchards.
An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purple Berry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our wasp-mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Are you the groundskeeper worm guy?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clogging last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You don't find it suspicious that the last groundkeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since.
I see.
And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some wasp-mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Shouldn't you be more worried about for your well-being? Seems like the groundskeepers don't last long around here.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose. This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
So what was that about these wasp-mosquitoes and pollination?
Pollinization by killer wasp-mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasp-mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Enough about the orchards.
Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
You know, you seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
So, I'm thinking now that this worm thing is actually something from Rizzo's. Do you know if I'm on an investigation?
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the Health Inspection Office, would you?
That's right, Inspector AstroNerdBoy, here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Mr. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me about Rizzo's relationship with Slug.
Did he now? Well, that sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
Yeah. That's confirming my suspicion. What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
I'm looking to trace Halcyon Helen's footsteps through the orchards.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Well, Helen was the spokeswoman for the Spectrum Brown's ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Well, have you seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle of poison, smoking laser pistol, bloody blunt force object. You know what I mean.
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes. She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization mosquitoes.
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty.
Which means
for safety reasons.
It'll run when I'm
When
here.
a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Yeah, you've already told me this, so thanks.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers. And I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Thanks.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Well, I do have a gun. So that's... So those are the little thingies.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Well, she went over here.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I can take a hint.
What does that mean, rupturing host? Wait, he's... looks like he's about to die. Kind of loath to kill him. But I think he's got worms coming out all over him. Let's do a hard save just in case. He's probably just gonna attack me. Yeah, he is. He's just gonna attack me.
What could that have been? Here we go. Keep your sadness to yourself. Real funny. I just want to be your friend.
Not gonna let no one bring me down. Oh. No. I'll show you happiness.
Ah! Get it off! Get it off!
I just wanted to make you smile.
Nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So this is the guy I killed? That's weird. Well, he just totally changed. This is those thingies. Oh wait, no, this is the guy we killed. Rupturing host, yeah. So he had sluggos coming out of him all over the place. Good grief. Well, we put him out of his misery. That's the thing. It's a good thing. There we go. Effusive host. Alright, you guys killed someone else up here, I think. Yes, you did. Another effusive host. There's a flamethrower when you need it.
Rizzo's would be remiss to fail to mention the Orchard Storage Warehouse. Without this impressive-looking building, there would simply be no orchards. Gaze in amazement at the impressive construction of the front door, the sleek roof and glittering piping, the lush walls keeping this gem hidden from the rest of the orchards. This warehouse is truly, truly a wonder. One can only guess at the secrets contained within.
Uh-huh. Alright, so we need to pick up her trail again. We can do this other stuff later. So I think there was some footsteps over this way. There we go. So she was going this way. Ah, there we go. Okay. Very good. Yeah, no, I need to stop wasting energy. Especially since some of my other crew use energy for their actual move.
Timeline. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright, so she was going this way. Well, the sublight thug. Well, that's probably for that over there, but.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, no.
Plain stealing if no one sees.
Yep, you got that right, girlfriend.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
All right. Well. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Like, subscribe, all the other stuff. Anime.astronerdboy.com if you like anime. And we will see you in the next episode.